friend, real quick, before we get started, I wanted to let you know about some things coming up. If you are in the Memphis area or want to make a trip here, registration is open for the Annie Oakley Buffalo Bill Super Sprint and Sprint Triathlon on June 24th. This is a great opportunity to race a fast and fun course. I'll be there as a race official and Josh will be MC, so be sure to come say hi. Another great event, the Dragonfly Triathlon, is coming up on August 26th in Sardis, Mississippi. This race features a fast out-and-back bike course and a partial trail run. It's another great race put on by PR Event Management, and I'll be at that one too. Also starting up again this year is the Shelby Farms Open Water Swim Sessions. Nearly every Sunday morning until Ironman 70.3 Memphis in October, you can swim in Hyde Lake at Shelby Farms, where both the Memphis and May triathlons and the Ironman 70.3 take place. The cost is $15 per session, or you can swim for free when you volunteer. I'll be there most Sundays, so I hope to see you there. Links will be in the show notes. Are you ever training or even racing and you just can't seem to catch your breath? Are you easily exhausted during your workouts or can't seem to control your heart rate? What is happening? Are you not training enough? Is there something wrong? Did you drink too much coffee? My guess is that how you're breathing could be the problem. So today we're going to discuss 8 breathing techniques to enhance your performance on the swim, bike, and run. So listen in for episode 22 of the Official Triathlete Podcast. Hey, my friend. My name is Danita Jacobs. Some people know me as a nurse, a leader, and health expert. Other people know me as a coach, race official, and seasoned triathlete. But at the end of the day, I'm simply a friend with a mission. I want to help you transform your life. My goal isn't to help millions. My goal is to help you. Welcome to the Official Triathlete Podcast, where you will learn about all things multisport, broken down into bite-sized pieces, and how we can blend life demands with fitness goals. My approach is different because I am blending my 20-plus years of healthcare and athletic experience to help you be the healthiest, happiest, and most balanced athlete you can be. I believe in you, even if you don't. You really can reach those soaring goals, and I'm here to help you get there. I am so glad that you made it here. If you have a question or topic idea, get in touch and let me know. After all, this show is for you. Enjoy! Hello, my friends and fellow athletes. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so grateful that you are here. This week's episode is going to be a little shorter. I am coming off of a very busy weekend, to say the least. I spent both long days officiating the Memphis and May Sprint and Olympic triathlons and aqua bikes. This is the first year in many years that I did not race at this event, and let me just say that I am just as exhausted, maybe even more so than when I race. But I had so much fun. It is so cool watching triathletes from a different perspective. I just love the triathlon community, and I'm so grateful to be part of it. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's get started. I like to start with a little message from my Train with Heart program. It's my mission to transform the whole athlete. So Heart not only develops and prepares the body for improved athletic performance, but aims to optimize the whole person through healing, empowerment, awareness, reflection, and transformation. So each episode, I share a little snippet from how I help my athletes with one of these elements. Today, we are going to discuss empowerment. Today, we are going to go through 3 important ingredients to living an empowered life. Empowerment may not mean what you think it means. For example, you're mistaken if you think it means having power over others. What it means is to feel confident and assured. Consider this. How do you respond to problems in your life? Do you see yourself as a victim or as a victor? If you see yourself as a victim, you will always feel controlled by life's events. If you see yourself as a victor, you control your life. The secret to living an empowered life is to have power over yourself and to conquer your mind and its destructive habits. To not be at the mercy of your choices and actions, but to be in control of them. Decide not out of societal pressure or coercion, but because they align with your values and desires. Here are the 3 ingredients. Number 1, set and accomplish a challenging task. Set a realistic but ambitious goal. Make a plan. Follow through with the plan. Succeed, repeat. You can start small. Go for a 1-mile walk run. Just get in the pool and put your face in the water. Get on one of those sitting exercise bicycles at the gym and pedal at a comfortable pace. Do something for yourself, whether learning or trying something new, pampering yourself or others. Doing any of these things may fill you with fear or apprehension, but do it anyway. Knowing you can achieve the goals you set for yourself boosts your self-confidence. Number 2, take control of your health and consciously decide to get fit. Looking great inspires confidence. Feeling better about yourself puts you in control. Don't be afraid to start small. Minor changes lead to significant results. Eat healthy food, keep physically active, and quit drinking or smoking. Wear makeup if that's your thing. We feel empowered when we have certain things under our control. Losing weight, for example, can make you feel empowered. You will know you look a certain way because you put in the work. It feels good to be taking positive steps. You may not think of taking these steps as empowering, but you should. Number 3, help others. Developing meaningful relationships with others is also empowering. You will feel empowered when you feel worthwhile, like you are contributing to someone else's happiness. There are many ways to do this. You can tell a joke and make somebody laugh, compliment your partner, give your dog a treat, talk about something you're passionate about, and watch others understand and get passionate about the subject too. Getting feedback from people you help is empowering. Remain grateful for how far you've come. Appreciate yourself for who you are. Realize that just because these are parts of you that are less than perfect does not mean that you don't deserve love. When you appreciate and respect yourself, changes come and confidence follows. Avoid waiting for others to acknowledge and validate you. Look back at the changes you've made in your life and your progress. Draw lessons from your experiences. Taking control of your life has a significant impact on you. Once you start on that empowerment journey, it will only get easier for you to keep setting and reaching your goals. I have found amazing fulfillment in coaching my clients. There is just nothing better than seeing others reach their goals. By the way, I offer a free 30-minute goal setting session. It's all about you when we talk. If you're interested, you can sign up at trynursecoaching.com. As a triathlete, you know that proper breathing is essential for optimizing performance. But did you know that breathing techniques can help you go faster, reduce fatigue, and even reduce the risk of injury? You know the feeling when you're out there, exercising in some manner. Your chest is tight, you're working hard to suck air into your lungs, but sometimes it feels like you just can't get enough. You feel like your breathing is out of control, erratic even. It's heavy and your heart rate is too high. Now you have to back off your pace to bring it down. Did you know that your mind and body will follow your breathing pattern? If you are shallow breathing, only using the top of your lungs, and not controlled, your body movements will be jerky and panicked. Your mind will be scattered. But if your breathing is calm and controlled, even at high intensity, your body movements will be fluid and your mind will be focused. Let's start with the basics. Good posture. Good posture is essential for proper breathing. When you slouch, your lungs can't fully expand, which means you're not getting as much oxygen as you could be. Stand up tall, keep your shoulders relaxed, and breathe deeply through your nose. Run tall with an open chest so your lungs have room to fully expand. Do you find yourself looking at your feet when you run? If you do, then you are probably hunched over and limiting lung expansion. This leads to the next tip, belly breathing. By inhaling deeply and allowing your belly to expand, you're creating more space for your lungs to fill with air. Try inhaling through your nose for a count of 3 and then exhaling slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. You want to fill your entire lungs with oxygen. Gas exchange happens deep in the lungs within the alveoli. An efficient breath happens with belly breathing that pushes the diaphragm down and makes space for the lungs to expand. More oxygen delivery into the lungs means more quality red blood cells that are delivered to those starved muscles you're working so hard. We all know how to take in deep belly breaths, but you are shortchanging your system if you only belly breathe when you feel out of breath. Don't just belly breathe when trying to get your breath under control or calm yourself down. There are powerful performance gains that belly breathing has. In a 2008 study, competitive cyclists performed 4 weeks of focused breathing retraining and showed a 3.2% increase in peak power and a 1.5% improvement in time trial results. You can optimize your athletic breathing technique by also practicing during rest. Just like any other technique, it takes practice. Next up, when in doubt, breathe out. During or after intense exercise, athletes tend to focus on inhaling or catching their breath. When the emphasis is put on inhalation rather than exhalation, the result is what's called breath stacking. Breath stacking happens when you take one breath on top of another without full exhalation. Eventually, you will feel like you can't take a full breath. Exhaling makes the needed space for the next full breath that you need to get into your lungs. So, when in doubt, breathe out. Let's look at each portion of the triathlon and think through specific breathing techniques for each discipline. Swimming. Good breathing technique will majorly contribute to proper form. When swimming, if you are not breathing properly, you will have a tendency to lift your head too far out of the water, taking too long of a breath that disrupts your glide, or cause arm crossover, rendering your stroke inefficient. Breathing properly when swimming can be challenging for beginners. A full exhale should be completed underwater. Swimmers have a tendency to hold their breath underwater, either the entire time their face is in the water, or they will hold it until they feel like they need a breath and then try to exhale all at once. Many times, what happens is there's not enough time to fully exhale underwater. And so, as the swimmer's face lifts out of the water, instead of taking in a full breath, they are still exhaling, leaving less time to take in an adequate breath. Do this over and over, and you've exhausted yourself. Plus, the rhythm of your stroke is off. Exhaling should happen the entire time your face is in the water and at a steady pace. You can exhale through your mouth, nose, or both. I had to really think about how I do this, but I primarily exhale through my nose. When I'm doing wind sprints, I tend to exhale out both my nose and my mouth at the same time since I'm moving so fast. Your lungs should basically be empty by the time you are ready to turn your head and take in a breath. If you are holding your breath until you feel like you need to take in a breath, you are actually confusing your body more because of the CO2 buildup. By holding your breath, you are just keeping that CO2 in your lungs rather than steadily expelling it from your body. Okay, now that you are steadily exhaling with your face in the water, let's talk about the inhale. When your lungs are nearly empty and you're ready to take in a breath, as you are taking your next stroke, gently turn your head just enough to get one eye and your mouth out of the water. I like to think of it like laying your head on a pillow. Turn your head to the side that is taking the next stroke. As you lift your arm out of the water, you're creating a little pocket. Turn your head into that pocket and take a breath through your mouth. Then gently return your face into the water and begin exhaling. Proper technique will eliminate body and head over rotation, lower body drag, scissor kicking, and arm crossover. Now, cycling. Keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Isn't it funny how we do that and we don't even realize it? This is especially important if you are riding in arrow position. Take in those belly breaths. Your belly will fall forward. The key here is to get into a relaxed state and keep your heart rate down so that you can save yourself for the run. Some research suggests that you should breathe in through your mouth and get the most oxygen delivered quickly via a large direct route to your lungs, and then exhale through your nose, giving you more time to use that oxygen you just inhaled. I don't know. I'm just reading the research. I can't say I am consistent in exhaling through my nose, certainly not during hard efforts. Now, I highly suggest getting a proper bike fit. Good breathing techniques will start with a good body position. A professional bike fitter will adjust many different elements so that you are in the most comfortable and sustainable position. This is especially the case if you're riding a tri-bike or have outfitted your road bike with clip-on aero bars. Since you are lying over your bike, your chest is in more of a closed-up position. The bike fitter can ensure that you have enough room from your elbows to your hips so that your torso has room to lengthen with lung expansion. Also, the fitter can make sure that your aero bars and elbow pads are placed in a way that does not cause rounded shoulders, which could further suppress the lungs' ability to expand. Now, running. Like swimming and cycling, a good breathing technique starts with proper body position. Belly breathing is the most efficient way to run. Push your diaphragm down to allow the most air to enter your lungs. The most beneficial breathing technique to use while running is rhythmic breathing. Increase efficiency by coordinating your breathing with your step count. For long or easy to moderate runs, you could use a 3-2 ratio with your breathing, where you breathe in for 3 steps and breathe out for 2. For faster paced runs, you may need to change the ratio to 2-1, since the workload is higher. You may notice that neither ratio is equal. The point of rhythmic breathing is to maintain balance by not always inhaling and exhaling on the same sides of your body. It is better to alternate. Maintaining a rhythm when breathing can help to prevent those annoying side stitches and keep consistent oxygen delivery while blowing off that CO2. And same as on the bike, keep those shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Now, transition. It is so easy to get caught up in the rush and panic that transition often brings. Yes, you want to be fast, but I see athletes that almost get more worked up in transition than out on the course. Whether in T1 or T2, focus on breathing out hard and slowing your breath. When you get caught up in the panic, your heart rate spikes and your brain quits working. Then you make mistakes. Remember what we said earlier, your body and mind follow your breath. Use your breathing to remain calm and focused on what you're doing. So let's wrap up by talking about breath control. For endurance events, it's important to conserve your energy and not waste it on rapid, shallow breathing. Focus on taking slower, deeper breaths to help you maintain a steady pace and avoid exhaustion. It's also helpful to practice breathing drills during training sessions. Try incorporating diaphragmatic breathing into your warm up routine, or spend a few minutes each day practicing slow, controlled nasal breathing. Proper breathing technique can make a big difference in your triathlon performance. By focusing on good posture, breathing rhythm, belly breathing, breath control, and practicing breathing drills, you'll be on your way to achieving your best times yet. Now come back next week to hear about how to practice your race day nutrition and hydration plan. Many athletes get this wrong, so you won't want to miss it. Talk to you then. Bye. That's all for now. Thanks for tuning in. I want to get to know you, so head over to trynursecoaching.com and sign up for a free 30-minute goal-setting session. Love the show? I'd be forever grateful if you left a review and shared the podcast with your friends. And remember, do things that are hard.